Hi, in this video I want to give you a review of what you can do with the Peloton app without necessarily having a Peloton bike. So one of the biggest advantages with the Peloton app is the cost. So you don't have the outlay of a £2,000 plus bike with the shoes you need, and you don't have the subscription. So the subscription for the bike is $39.99 a month. However, the subscription for the app is just $12.99 a month. So it's a third of the cost. So it's an absolute bargain because you can do everything you can except get the data and ride the Peloton bike. Personally, I think it's a little bit backwards. I think once someone's made an investment in a bike, and it is a big investment, it's the most expensive piece of fitness equipment I've ever bought, then I think the cost of the subscription should be lower. I kind of feel that the app people should be paying £40 and say the bike people paying £20, but it's not my company. So I'm going to give you a review of all the things you can do without the bike. I will be getting on the bike at one point. The reason being is I'm going to try and use the meditation part of the app to see if I can kind of help program myself to get a personal best and beat my friend, because I kind of got to this block where I just can't beat him on a 20-minute ride. So we'll see how that goes as well. So let's look at the features of the app. I'll try a few out and I'll tell you what they're like. So first off, I'm going to try some yoga. Now, I've tried yoga before and it does make me feel better. It makes me feel kind of a lot more flexible. And I'd kind of like, you know, like when you're in an office or you're working, you can get a bit stiff in a same position all day. It really helps with that. However, the flip side to that is I find yoga incredibly boring and I don't enjoy doing it. So we'll see how this goes. Now I'm using the TV. You can do it on your phone or your iPad or any tablet. If you've got an Android device, you can probably screencast straight to many smart TVs. If you've got Apple TV, you can screencast straight from your phone or iPad to your television. There are lots of ways to get Peloton from your phone or iPad onto your TV. I'm using the Peloton app today, so I'm not screencasting, I'm just going into the app. Peloton. It's Paddington. Peloton.
There's no recent or upcoming games for that team at this time.
No games for that team. Peloton. So interestingly, every time I try and search for the Peloton app with the voice remote, it doesn't come up. You have to do it old school. Right, so let's search the old-fashioned way. If you're enjoying this video, by the way, please hit the like button because that really does help me out, helps the channel out. And if you're not a subscriber and have an interest in Peloton, please also subscribe. I'd greatly appreciate that. So here's the Peloton app. Okay, so here's the home page. Now what I do find with the Fire TV is some of the icons are a little dark, but when you're actually using them, it is fine when you go into each one. So I'm going to go down the side here and I'm going to select yoga. Now these are classes that are coming up live. So there's one at 2 o'clock and there's one at 2:35. But I want to just do a class right now. I'm going to do a 20-minute class. And I want to do an intermediate, I think. So, well, let's have a look. Let's try a yoga flow class. I'm not going to pick an instructor. And now I'm going to go intermediate. A music genre. I'm not too bothered today, actually. So, they're the filters. If I come across out of that, straight away it gives me a 20-minute yoga flow with Anna. Let's have a look at this one. That was actually very good. I didn't do all of it because I want to do a few more workouts today to show you. But I feel more relaxed, I feel more flexible certainly. The instruction was excellent. The soundtrack was really good as well to this yoga session. One thing problem I have had with the yoga sessions in the past is some of the ones I've done, the production values were, let's say, a little bit low budget, but they seem to have really adjusted that, and the yoga workouts look absolutely fantastic now, and they are very good. So also within the app, you've got strength. You've also got cardio, which is really good. I'm going to do that in a moment. You've got stretching, which is excellent. I use these generally after a cycle ride, but they really do help to prevent stiffness. Cycling, so you can either do that with a Peloton bike or you can do it with any exercise bike really. Boot camp, which is a combination of cardio and strength training. This is very good. A lot of the workouts though do require a Peloton tread, so you'll need to sort of filter them to the ones that don't require that. But again, really, really good workouts. Now, there's also guided walks and guided runs within the app. So they would be audio, so you just go out with your headphones in. While you're running or walking, you would be coached through your headphones on best practices. You can actually do a workout, so you might do a bit of a HIIT workout while you're running. I don't run. If you see me running, you better run, because there's a problem somewhere and I'm trying to escape the problem. So my wife does these, she loves them. She feels like her technique's better with a guided run. She also feels like she can go faster because there's someone pushing you. So when she's on her own, she perhaps could give a bit more, but with someone in her ear, she goes the extra and gets more out of her workouts. So I'm just going to do a quick 5-minute HIIT workout. This is new to me. I'm going to use it as a warm-up for another workout I'm doing. So let's have a look and see what they look like. So I'm going to try a cardio workout. There are lots to choose from. Let's have a look. I've only got 10 minutes. So I'm going to just filter it down to 10 minutes. Class type. So you've got family, which are brilliant with the family. They're kind of more fun-based fitness classes, not very difficult at all. You can do them with really young kids. Dance cardio, which my daughter does. I've got no rhythm, so I stay away from that. And HIIT classes. I'm not too bothered about an instructor or a music genre. It's going to show me the newest classes first. I generally prefer to search that way, just because if you go to really old classes, they just don't look quite as good. And what have we got? We've got a 10-minute HIIT with Jess Sims, Olivia Amato, 10-minute HIIT with Selena Samuela. She's got her hands up. I like boxing. Let's see what this one's like. This is quite difficult. This was much harder than I anticipated. This lady is very, very fit. Okay, so let's try a meditation from the app. Now, I'm looking forward to this for 2 reasons. The first is I've got, for the first time in my life, an ear infection. In fact, it's a bilateral ear infection, something I'd actually never heard of. It's an infection in both ears. So they just feel completely full and blocked in my head. And you know in a movie when there's like a loud bang and the hero's walking around like this and there's that ringing sound, I've got that in that ear. I've lost half my hearing and I'm 5 days into antibiotics. I was hoping to feel a bit better than this. The other reason is I compete on the bike with my friend Russ. Now, neither of us are competitive. We do 20, 30 and 45-minute rides. We do them at different times. So when you're on the bike, although Russ isn't there, I can kind of race him virtually and I can see where he was in this ride compared to where I am in the ride. It's fantastic. However, I can't beat him on the 20-minute ride. So I've tried 3 or 4 times now. It's really close. He can put out 208 kilojoules, which is how you measure it in the ride. I'm at 202, so there's not a lot in it. And I think the difference between me beating him and not beating him is actually here. I think physically I should be able to do it. So I'm going to pick a meditation that will hopefully kind of relax me, but at the same time energize me and put me in the right state of mind to feel better and beat Russ. So let's have a look. So I'm going to go across to meditation here. Now, as you can see, there's lots of these. So you've got courage, peace, sleep, Zen in 10, empathy, kindness. I'm looking for something specific. So I probably want to do a 10-minute meditation, I think, today. I'm looking for a fitness-focused workout. Sorry, a fitness-focused meditation. So there's two to choose from. The top one is a long run meditation. I'm not interested in that. But I am interested in the peak performance meditation. That sounds right up my street. So this meditation is going to be a lady talking softly to me and me sitting in this chair with my eyes shut. So I'm not going to show you that. It won't be very interesting. I've lit a candle. I'm going to play it through my Alexa speaker because I think it's better with headphones, but I'm not going to put them in. I'll see you on the other side. So I've just finished the meditation. It was really good, actually. I was really impressed. The candle smelled very nice. It's the first meditation I think I've ever done. I do a little bit of self-hypnosis, which I really enjoy. This was quite different, and at the end of it, it asks for a difficulty rating. So it has a difficulty score, this meditation, of about 3.5. I don't really understand how meditation can be difficult, but now I do understand, because it's actually hard to stay focused on what the lady was telling me to do, because there was a lot of visualization, there was a lot of me imagining myself at peak performance and preparing my mind and body for a peak performance. So I see why it was difficult. What I didn't realise, and which was a fantastic bonus, was via my Apple Watch, it was also monitoring my heartbeat. So my resting heartbeat is about 64 beats per minute normally. I think it's probably higher than that now because I'm a little bit unwell. When I started the meditation, my resting heartbeat was at 71 beats per minute. Now, although the average ended up being 63 beats per minute, for periods of the meditation, my heart rate dropped to 60 beats per minute. So I must have been very relaxed and kind of in the zone of this meditation for it to go lower than my normal resting heart rate. So without any further hesitation, I'm off on the bike. I will let you know how I get on. Well, I've just finished the ride. I've moved from 2:02 as a PB to 2:14. So, I mean, in an hour I'll be really happy, but I'm a bit tired at the moment. So I beat my friend. I substantially increased my PB. Was it off the back of that meditation? Well, there's nothing else that I can think of. I'm consistent on the bike. I've had a day off yesterday, which is quite handy if you're going for a PB, but I'm on antibiotics and I'm not that well. But that's from the neck up, so that shouldn't really hopefully affect too much here. So yeah, all in all, excellent. On a subject of one, the meditation, I think, really helped me. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this video. The Peloton app is fantastic value for money. It used to be £20, it's now £12.99. It would probably replace your gym membership for most people. The workouts are fantastic. The content, there's new content every day. And I think that's the USP for the Peloton app over many of its competitors. I highly recommend it. Give it a go. Normally there's a 30-day free trial anyway, so if you don't like it, it won't cost you anything. I'll put some more videos around me which you might like. Until next time, see you then.